Hi everyone! Today I want to make this cute little penguin card with you. The penguin is actually made from mitten dies, and I saw so many of these little penguins on Pinterest that I thought I needed to make some of these little penguins myself. I love paper punches and putting together punch art, and this is kind of like punch art but die art, I guess you'd call it, because it uses these mitten dies. Now these mitten dies have a stamp set that goes with them, and when you buy the dies and the stamp set together, you do get a discount. The stamp set looks like this. So fun. You've got several different mittens and some little accents that could have been maybe knit into the mittens. Let's see, what else do we have? Different sentiments here. There's a to from, so you can make really cute mitten tags. A sentiment that says, "May you have many merry moments surrounded by those you love." And then this one's really sweet, smitten. Really fun stamp set. Oh, and this mitten says, "Sending warm and fuzzy Christmas wishes your way." Really fun stamp set and really fun dies. Take a look at these dies. They give you 2 small ones and 2 big ones, so you don't have so much cranking through your big shot. And then you've got little textured ones here. This has some texture built into the die. This one too, and this one, so that you can get some fun knit looks in the cuff maybe of your die, or you can add this cable to the center. Really fun. These snowflake and tree and heart and little star here are all punched out with the dies as well as the cuff. So it's a really great set, and if you buy the 2 together you get a 10% discount on the bundle, and I think it's really fun for Christmas, and I think it's really fun for penguins. So I'm going to show you how to make these penguins, but I'm also going to show you really quick. I made this gift card holder card. So the gloves are holding a gift card. That'll be another video tomorrow, hopefully. And then I got this in a swap. I wanted to show it to you too. So look how really pretty these mittens can be. This is the really detailed mitten, and they've put some glimmer paper behind it, which is just pretty beautiful. And you can do this with any color. They've used fresh fig, but imagine a really bright pink for or a turquoise for a child, or any color. You can do traditional reds and greens. So this is really fun, and I wanted to show you all 3 of these mitten cards in case you were thinking about this die set. And if you buy the die sets and stamps from me, I always try to send, I always send thank you cards, but I always try to send a thank you card that coordinates with what you've purchased. So if you were to buy something like this, I would send these cards. So anyway, let's get started. Kind of being a little fast talker today. I'm running out of time and daylight. See, it's a little dark in my room. Okay, first up is this really fun brick embossing folder. This embossing folder, it's really a really fun folder. It makes bricks, but who thought about ice cubes? And you know, it's funny, I made these little ice cube like an igloo, but of course penguins are from the South Pole and igloos are more known to be on the North Pole. So penguins and igloos don't really go, but they do make you think of cold and chilly, so I thought we're going to go with it anyway. It's still cute. So I used the embossing folder to emboss a piece of Whisper White cardstock. This is 4 by 5 1/4. And then I used some very light strokes of Pool Party. Now I'm using blends because I can't get enough of my blends. You can also use Stampin' Up markers. And what I did was I just highlighted some of the little corners of what I'm calling the ice cubes, the little brick pattern, just in the corner, just to give them a little more dimension. You can also use maybe a sponge with some Soft Sky or Pool Party ink on it to highlight the little ice cubes, little snow blocks, bricks. Now after I did that, I went back with my Wink of Stella pen and I lightly brushed over those little same marks to highlight with a little shimmer. And those, it's hard to see the shimmer on film or on the video, but the Wink of Stella adds a clear but glimmery shimmer to the card. After that, I just mounted it onto a piece of Pool Party, and I wanted to bring out the Pool Party in the little ice bricks. Okay, on to the fun part, the penguins. So I made these at Stamp Camp, and I made up little packets for everybody with all the little bits and pieces. So you'll see what I had in the kit. We had 2 of the larger black mittens and 1 in white where I cut the thumb off. And then we had 2 of the small in black, and again a white where I cut the thumb off. Now this die here, it was one of these little, here, it was from that actual mittens. Here it is here. And it's the die that cuts out this little like quilt flower. So I used that one and then cut it in half. And then this is going to be his hat. And it's just, again, it's the mitten with just the bottom cut off. Okay, I showed you what those are from. These tiny little pieces, it's going to be the feet for the baby penguin, and those come from the Fox Builder punch. It's the little part that you can add to the top of the little fox's head or the tip of his tail, and it's in the Fox Builder punch, as is the little tiny nose for the baby penguin. I told you I love my little punches. And then we've got this little piece here. Now this is for the mama penguin, and you can do a couple different things. You can either cut one of the triangles from this little die and make a nose from that, or another recommendation I saw online was to use the bow tie from the cookie cutter punch. Now the cookie cutter punch is awesome. It's a great thing to have, and I used the circles for the eyes for Mama Penguin. So you got 2 things from here and 2 things from the owl punch, and, or not the owl punch, I missed the owl punch, the Fox Builder punch, the holly punch. So I've made a little holly with that, and you've got the pieces of holly and the little berry, and that's going to go on Mama Penguin's hat. Okay, this is a little strip of Pool Party, which I put through the cable knit die. This is a really awesome die, lots of texture in this, and I just laid a strip of Pool Party across, and I actually layered several so I can make these for Stamp Camp, and I ran it through my Big Shot, which gives you this really fun knit texture. And then what I did to kind of round off the edges is I put it in a circle punch, and I just punched the edge a little bit to give me that nice little rounded edge for the hat. And then the rest of Mom's hat, or I guess that could be a dad too, is another mitten with the finger part cut off. So those are all our little bits and pieces, and all you need to do is glue it together. So I'm going to do that, and I think I might speed up the video while I do it, but I'll show you another hat. Show you what I'm doing as I go. I'm going to stop and talk for a second. See how there's 4 triangles or 4 points to this one? I'm putting the glue on one of those points and slipping it underneath, so all you see are 3. I don't know why, but 3 looks cuter than, I don't know if they have 3 feet, 3 toes, but it looks cute that way. All I care about is the cute. I don't know if I'm doing penguin accuracy here. Let that dry on my silicone mat. Okay, next up we have this Merry and Bright. Now that is actually from a different stamp set. I just really liked the sentiment. It is from Hearts Come Home, which is an awesome stamp set, and I just used it on a video yesterday where I made a fun card with the Z-fold technique. You might want to check that out. It's Hearts Come Home. Now this is stamped on vellum. I just cut a little piece of vellum. It's 1 inch wide and it's 2.5 inches long, and I used the banner punch, triple banner punch, to notch it out a little bit. And then I'm attaching it here to my card base with a glue dot. And I like the glue dot because it doesn't show very much under vellum. And what I'm going to do is cover it even more, so you can hardly see that glue dot, but I'm going to cover it even more with a tiny little bow that I've made from some pool party baker's twine. You can use Whisper White, or you can find some ribbon that you might have, and it makes a cute little accent for the top corner. There. And now I'm just going to attach the little penguins with some dimensionals. You can change the greeting on this and make it a happy birthday. If you know someone with a winter birthday, that would be really cute too. Oh, and on Baby Penguin, I will have another little part to show you on Baby Penguin before I stick him down. So look at his cute little hat. I saw that on Pinterest as well, and I don't know how they did it, but here's how I'm going to do it. I took a glue dot and I put it towards the top of the hat, and then I took 2 more and put them on either side. No, this is the underside. This is the back side. And what you're going to do is stick this is really fun ribbon from the holiday catalog, and it's kind of tinsely like. So you're going to stick it up the top of his hat like that, and then wrap it around the brim and stick it to those other 2 glue dots you had back there, and then cut it off. And then on the part that's sticking out, you want to take your finger and just kind of fray it a little bit so it looks like the pom-pom at the top of a little hat. Isn't that fun? Oh, and for the little baby's eyes, he's just so tiny. You can go crazy and find little tiny circles if you'd like, but I just thought it would be simple to use a marker. So give your little baby some eyes. There we go. And he can go right next to his parent here. There we go. So there is the Merry and Bright little penguin card. I hope you liked it. I hope you'll check out these mitten dies. I'm going to have the other cards on a video soon. That's beautiful. Let me see if I know who this swap was from, so I can tell you. This one was a swap from Judy Caton. Really pretty. I want to make sure I give credit for that one to where it's due. And then I have my gift card holder mitten card to show you on another video as well. Oh, and I really want to tell you, should have said this up front before you already turned off the video. This Holly Berry die is on the online extravaganza right now, as is this cable knit die that's on the background of this gift card holder. This is on the online extravaganza, so you can pick up this die, you can pick up this paper punch, and the cookie cutter paper punch is on the online extravaganza right now. So there's a ton of stuff on the online extravaganza. I hope you go check it out, pick up some of these other fun things, and I hope you'll check out a future video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. I'd love to share more ideas with you. Bye-bye.